Oh, hi there. It's Saturday morning here in Northern California. As I've discussed yesterday and the day before, I've got a Shogi Club meetup, and an in-person Shogi Club meetup this afternoon for the Silicon Valley Shogi Club. But I've got some time, and figured I'd get in a warm-up before that event and play some games on Shogi Club 24, and really just hang out. No big plans other than that. Play, chat, enjoy the game. Hopefully prepare for the matches later, and that's it. So I'm going to start right off and searching for a match here. Let's look at this. I'll set 1560, but I'll play pretty much anything at this point. See that there are 346 players, which I guess at this time seems a little high compared to what we usually see during the week. So maybe on the weekends there are more night owls kind of hanging out playing on the Shogi Club. But hey Siri, what time is it in Tokyo? I think it's around 1. Hey Siri, what time is it in Tokyo? 2:19 a.m. So early, but still players. I'll kind of let keep an eye on the viewer count. We'll let people roll in a bit here before I start challenging. I'll accept a challenge if someone gives it, but if this takes some time, then I'll try to make a challenge myself. If we can't get games here, then Shogi Wars. I was hoping to play a little slower in this, but who knows? Kami no. Let's play. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Ganbarimashou. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted, but it's fine. I can transpose into Urashino. I am Gote. Let's do this. Okay. So I would have been willing to give up that pawn. Whoa. So this lets me develop. I've got targets now. I'll be moving this pawn up the board. Kami no ite. Kami. That's I know in Hikaru no Go that Kami no ite I think is the hand of God. Okay. We'll get this out. We'll get this out. What do I want to do first? Open that up. Okay. I can close this. I can. I don't know if that's. I don't usually do that, but I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm not sure. I think I can bring the silver up. Okay. All right. All right. So I wonder if this is sort of a I have seen some beginners make just sort of do this in the past. where they trade off the silver. Yeah. Um, Interesting. I think I can ignore it. Can I ignore it? I don't, can I ignore it? I think I can. This is interesting. All right, I'll just take it. I'll just take it. Uh, do I want to drop the silver back here? I don't think so. I could also drop the silver here. If he comes up with the pawn, then I get the bishop over here. But then he gets sort of subway rook, but maybe that's fine. Let's or should I push? If I push, he takes. Then I take, and I'm in, but he's also in. If I drop the silver here, what are his options? He drops another lance. Take, take, take. Pawn drop. If I push up, let's push. Let's push. Let's push. Let's ignore. Let's ignore. Hey, Gabrielle. Hashibogin. It's called Hashibogin. Okay. The only time I've seen it is against sort of beginners, not beginners, but like lower level players. Oh, what? That's interesting. Can I do something snazzier besides drop a pawn? I don't know. I don't think so. So I have bishop drop here. I have lance drop. Can I make a Tumero threat? Can I make a Tumero threat? If I drop the lance, he runs to what is this? He runs to 4/8. Runs to 4/8. Drop a silver. Takes. King back over here. And then I'll have a bishop drop here. If I drop this, then he gets the silver. He gets the bishop here, or the bishop here. In which case, I can no longer take either of these, and I've got to sort of back out. Is there a Tumero threat? I don't see one. I can also drop a bishop here. If he could just run. But if he runs, yeah, then I lose some of that. All right, let's come up. Let's come up. If this were my next move, if it was my move right now, okay, so he did go with that. He can drop a pawn and block off my stuff. What about a bishop here? So what about the okay? So he's protected his point. That's nice. That is nice. He protected his. What if I drop a lance here? What if I drop a lance? He just takes with the bishop. Go here. I've also got I'll have a lance drop here. A lance drop on 6/4. I could bring this in. He'd have to take, and then I get the. Okay. Could still do that. But now he's aiming here. I could lance drop here. I could also push the pawn. I could take the silver. Ooh. 536. I could drop a silver here. No. Drop the silver here. Knight jumps. Take. Come in? No. What about a bishop drop? If I do this, what if I drop the lance? If I drop the lance here, if the gold comes up, I can get the gold, get the fork. But if the king comes up, then what? Is this too slow? Is the pawn push too slow? Do I just take this pawn? You take this pawn, he drops the pawn. Or he comes up? No. Okay. Fun game. 3 down on 81 Dojo that does that sometimes. Interesting. Take. If I take, pawn takes, I drop the bishop here. Now let's take here. What if I take? If I take, pawn takes, drop the bishop, he moves, he comes over here, I promote. No. Let's. Where do I want to be aiming with this rook? I think here is still good. Okay. So now if I drop the lance, he takes with the gold. I take, he's got this, and then I drop a pawn again on its head. Or can I, what about if I drop the lance here? To get, I've got to get this, wait, is it trapped? Is it trapped? Not quite, it can go back. All right, let's drop the lance. Oh wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. I don't want to go completely overboard here. Drop the bishop. Rook comes over. Drop the pawn. Hmm. Okay. I guess let's clear that out. Let's clear that out. Take the gold. He takes the gold. Take the gold. He takes the gold. I come up. So he's gonna be missing a lance. So now I've got this pressure coming up. Oh, that's nice, I think. Um, should I just come over here? Yeah. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Come over. He's got to come up there. So is there any way I can I can get it again. Is there any way I can get a Tumero? So I can drop gold, silver takes, pawn take, rook takes, and now it's check. All right, let's take this piece. Let's take this. Let's take this. He's got 3 pawns. Not much else. Okay. Okay. Best way to clear this out. Drop here, and then what? All right, let's back the pawn. Let's back the pawn. I can take. He takes. I retake. I think I'll drop the silver next. Kaz plus underscore plus Kaz is watching the game. Kind of interesting. I think that's one of the notorious sandbaggers. All right. All right. Do I have a better way to make this mate? If I drop a silver, if I drop a bishop here, if I drop a bishop here, you can drop a silver. All right, no need to get fancy. Can I fork this in any way? No. How can I surround? How can I surround the king? I'm not seeing a way to surround. It's too wide open. It's too wide open. So I want to maybe see if I can have him burn a piece. Okay, so he's burned a piece there. Now I can drop a knight. Drop a knight on 6-4. Or what about this? Drop a knight on 6-4. Yeah, let's try to, or because he's going to potentially drop the lance. Okay, so now I can just drop the pawn, or I can take. Or I can just drop the pawn. I can drop the pawn. He'd take. So let's just drop that pawn. Let's just do that. Let's ask him to resign. I think anywhere the king moves is mate now. Well, moves here, then how am I going to complete the mate? Gold. If the king moves, okay. Knight. Knight comes up, silver comes up, gold is mate. Knight goes up, rook is just rook drop is mate. There's nothing to drop. He can run this way, and in which case a pawn would do it. I mean that. So, and then if you run here, bishop, silver takes, bishop takes, promotes. Okay, so now silver. Oh, okay. This is hanging. So I drop the gold. Gold comes up. Silver comes up. Rook. All right. Gold. Silver. Comes up. Rook. Yes. I can also push the pawn. Wait, should I push the pawn? Would the pawn be a better one? I think the pawn would be better. The pawn, he comes forward. Pawn is protected. This pawn's protected. This knight is protected. This pawn is protected. All right. Hey, Contenti. Yeah. So that is what I have always said. I find the Shogi Club 24 board in sort of, as ancient as their UI is, I find that the Shogi Club 24 board to be far and away the best, the most readable. The nicest pieces, I love the color of it. Like, it reminds me of a vinyl board. It's just great. I wish the sound was better, I wish the sound, I wish the clicks of the pieces were more like 81 Dojo, which sound sort of like a real click. But then again, if we're playing on a vinyl board, maybe it wouldn't be that sound. It would be a duller thud of the plastic on the vinyl. Oh, so you have a suggestion on the end game? Would love it. I would love it. Would love help on this one. With this sort of wide open game. So I think I was saying as I was playing the moves, I'm trying to surround the king. I'm trying to add Tumero threats. But it was so wide open that I wasn't quite seeing it. And I think the opponent made some easy moves for me. All right, we got this. Let's copy this. Let's copy this into Lee Shogi. And let me change the scene. What are we doing? Tools, import, add it to my Shogi Club 24 study. Okay. When I take the lance with the knight, it wasn't so wide open because of the pawns from my camp. The knight. It wasn't so wide open because of the pawns from your camp. Let's see. Let me flip back here just quickly. Okay, so I didn't make any catastrophic blunders here, to give up the advantage. I will just get this going. So let's find that spot. Let's find that spot that you're talking about. Where is knight takes? Knight takes. Where's NX? NX. Okay, this is not. Okay, so you mean here? This one? So you don't like this take? Okay, bishop drop 8-8. Oh. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's very nice. Oh, so there's Tumero. That's a Tumero threat. Okay, so these are the kind of moves I was looking for. So Tumero. This is. I mean, obviously they can take. I'm not sure. Let's just say I drop. Like something like this. And now the threat still exists. The Tumero still exists. Right? It is Tumero, right? I'm not sure what the opponent would do here. Let's say the opponent does this. I don't know. Is this? if he takes, then it's gonna be mate here, and then the gold drop. But if he runs, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. I mean, he's got nothing. He's got nothing to drop. Yeah, yeah. He's got nothing to drop. So yeah, yeah. This is like a chess problem. I mean, this is like a chess mate, kind of, because the opponent can't drop. All right. Oh man, that's nice. That's nice. Oh, so these are the moves I'm trying to look. These are the moves I'm trying to find. These. So this shape, I have to start seeing this better. Occasionally I see it. Occasionally I'll see it. But like, even here, let's just ignore that. Let's ignore the fact that this is sort of Tumero. I also have this. I mean, just like this kind of move. I need to see these holes. You say when I drop the bishop, you think knight drop was Tsume. Okay. Wait, where is it? Oh, we're way ahead. Okay, here we go. Okay. So you think it is? You think it's Tsume? All right. Let's look. I'm gonna start on this side. I'm gonna start on knight 6-5. Knight 6-5. If knight 6-5, if the king runs, I've got the bishop. Which is going to do it. If the king runs here, then I've got a rook drop. So if the king, so knight, king forward, I've got a rook drop, which is going to lead to mate. If knight drop here, I mean, if the king runs here, I've got the bishop drop. I guess I could just drop it. I drop it here. If he takes the knight, then I've got the rook drop, and he's got to come up, and I've got the mate. If he runs, if he comes this way, same basic deal, bishop drop. Right? Yeah, so let's see. I'm going to turn on the engine. Bishop drop 4-8 is mate in 7. Bishop drop 4-8 is mate in 7. Rook drop 5-5 is mate in 9. Knight drop 6-5 is mate in 9. Okay, so we had bishop drop 3-9 is mate 9. What was mine? Let's see. Let's see what my move was. Did I mate in 10? Mate in 10. Okay, well, this was mate in 11. So why mate in 9 when you can mate in 11? That's moral of the story. I'm gonna, let me see, can I increase the number of lines that this will calculate? Oh, okay, 5 is the max. I have it calculating at 5 lines. All these lines are mate. And so I wonder how many of these are actually, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's Tsume. It doesn't necessarily mean it's Tsume. So what was the bishop? What was my, let's go here. Rook, lance, knight, come back, gold, take, there we go. Okay. This is what I read. Right? I saw in the quick depth, the low depth, that the opponent had the advantage in this opening. So if nobody minds, I know this is sort of, this is we're infrequently going to see this. Oh wait, so how far? Okay, so these advantages were not big. I thought maybe the advantages. I thought that maybe the opponent got an advantage from this. Okay, so they pushed this pawn. Why is this such a huge blunder? Why is this such a huge blunder? Not blunder, but inaccuracy. This is a 500-point eval mistake. Engine eval here. Maybe because it gives me drop points once there's a trade. Anyway, all right. So we'll come up. I'm maintaining. Oh, this is a mistake. Not a mistake. It didn't count it as a mistake. But what would the engine want me to do here? I pushed the pawn, which did concern me, of opening this diagonal. But I thought, since these pawns are here and this silver's here, I thought I was going to be okay. But this isn't a huge. I mean, it's not even called an inaccuracy, but clearly there's something the engine likes more. I'm going to take a look. Just the pawn 8-6. Yeah, the thing. I think this would have been my guess. Pawn takes, bishop takes, and then I've got this drop point waiting to happen. All right, that seems reasonable. So where was that big sort of? Engine doesn't love this. It doesn't hate it. This take. Engine does not like this. Does not like this. It's not calling it an inaccuracy, but it's pretty darn close. What are we looking at here? Pawn 8-6 again. So we have been in a situation like this. We have definitely been in a situation like this when Koshiro was here, and I was even thinking about it, at the time, about ignoring, because I know in the past he said to ignore, but it's far enough in the past, and I don't remember the exact. That's the thing with shogi, is sometimes even a slightly different context, a board context, is enough to make a move terribly wrong, and especially if I don't quite see what to do. Seems scary to make a move like this. So what if he does come up here? It's pawn takes. Bishop 6-6. Rook 8-5. This comes a check. So it wants us to just block off this whole. It doesn't care that we're blocking the rook. All right. So it just becomes crazy. It just becomes madness. So these games quickly sort of devolve into who can figure out the bigger threats. Okay. Rook takes. This lance drop was clearly bad. Clearly bad. And then it just kind of then it just cascaded from here. It cascaded from here. This is I don't know if this is okay. This doesn't show up. I'll move the window over. Here's my eval here. So, you know, the engine found no inaccuracies, no mistakes, no blunders. Interesting. So this is one of those games. These are the games that sort of I have these games on 81 Dojo, where it's like I played perfect shogi, and then and I'm like, oh no, you know, are people going to think that I'm interesting? And then I play at the club, East Bay, and my opponent did. We basically had this same thing last week. So right now, the opponent, the opponent, by virtue of getting down so early, getting down so much so early, the opponent played, according to the engine, like amazing shogi. This is a very low error rate, no blunders, nothing called a blunder. But clearly some of those, I think in human terms, were blunders. So this is just another one of those examples where, where engine eval is tough to make heads or tails with. I had the pawn drop. Yeah, I had pawn drop 8-8 during the middle game too to take that knight. Yes. That's the thing. That was what the engine was. So that's the thing. It's there, and I know that that board position didn't change at all. That side of the board throughout the entire game. So I had that just sitting there that I didn't see. I think sometimes in those positions it's like I'm looking for such big moves. Yeah, there are high accuracy with very human moves to find too. Yeah. So I will take this. I will take a perfect game. Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing with the accuracy doesn't consider the opponent's moves or the difficulty of the moves. Where you'll see, you'll put in some of these like some of the pro games. Even you put in some of the pro games, the incredibly sharp pro games, and both players will be playing at a higher higher error rate. According to this engine, they'll be playing at a higher average error rate. But obviously, their moves are far sharper and far more difficult. This was relatively straightforward, and the eval was so off early on that like there was very little mistake to be made. There were mistakes to be made, clearly, because I've thrown away some of these games. But anyway, yeah. Oh, and a thing that I talked about in the past. This game was 94 moves, and from move 71. Move 71 is where the engine detected its first mate. It was mate in 27. And from then on, I never played a move that lost mate. I never played a move that lost that lost mate. Mate in something. So it went from mate in 27 to mate in 30 to mate in 11 to mate in 22 to mate in 13 to mate in 12 to 10 9 8 7 10 9 8 7 10 7 14 11. So it just we maintain mate, and I believe the engine considers all of these for both me and my opponent. I think it considers them zero error rate. Yes, let's do the procedure. We should send this game to Vladimir Kramnik, GM Vladimir Kramnik, and see what he thinks. It's just statistics. It's that easy. Like, clearly, I played 20 perfect moves in a row. Clearly there must have been engine. But okay. Over the board. No, that's terrible impression. Let's get back into the online shogi club, the online 24-hour shogi club, and let me change my scene. I'm trying to change my scene. There it is. We're here. Close this tab. And make sure everything looks good. All right, there it is. Let us get another. Close this out. Update. Okay, so the player population is lowered a bit, but still pretty high. Pretty high for this time of day. I wonder why there were 2 people spectating my game. I don't think I've ever seen 2 people spectating my game on Shogi Club 24, and they were not usernames that I recognize. I mean, the cat plus Kaz _ Kaz plus I recognized, but it's not a friend of the channel or one of us. It is not a Westerner, I believe. It's a cost of fame. Yeah. Fame. Yeah, right. like anyone in Japan has any idea who I am. No one cares. That's not true. There are some viewers on the YouTube channel, and it's so nice to see, and they've been helpful in some of the comments. And obviously Yuichi comes here in the Twitch chat. But yeah, I don't know if any of these Shogi Club 24 people would know us. Maybe they were watching Kamino. Maybe Kamino's a new player. That opening, what did you call that? You called it Hashibogin. I am so uneasy going against that opening. Is there a way? Is there a good way? Actually, let's stop. Let's stop the search. Stop the search. Let's go back into that. Is there any way I can decline this? Can can I decline this gambit? 'Cause I don't like playing against it. Especially if a good player, if a good player is going to do this against me, I'm going to get wrecked. So is there a way to decline this gambit? What is that Contenti Shogi? That is that Hashibogin? I see the keen. I'm gonna try to translate this. Bridge bar silver is how Google translates that. I'm gonna flip the engine on and see what it recommends as some candidates. Pawn 8-6. I mean, of course, is still up there. Knight 7-3 is up there. Pawn 5-5. Pawn 7-5. These are all candidates. The number one move is taking, at least at this low depth. Is taking. Number one move is this, followed by followed by this, and then slightly followed by this is. I'm trying to find the other arrow. There we go. Slightly followed by this. Everything else is pretty far away. Hi, Yuichi. I just mentioned you. I'm looking. We're reviewing this game, and I'm trying to figure out if there was a way for me to sort of decline this gambit, because I have played this against a relatively low level player, relatively, just someone who's slightly below my level over the board like 3 times, and I've played this now here in this game here with someone who's again slightly below my level. It seems like people who are so based on my experience, it seems like people who are lower level play this, but if someone at my level or better than me were to play this, I think I would get demolished, because it immediately gets crazy, it immediately gets sharp, and so is there? So I'm thinking of ways, like, is there any way for me to decline this and just sort of play it safe, or play a normal game? I'm guessing no. So maybe what if here I didn't push this pawn, I just pushed this. You played Hashibogin. Okay, so as a high level, or higher level, you were Shodan. As a higher level Hashibogin player, what is your goal here? Is your goal just to make a crazy game and hope that your tactical sense is better? So Contenti, if I play this, he does this, I think then I'm fine. Then I'm fine. Then I'm back in the in the normal, I think. And this is the engine move. This is also this is Urashino stuff. Like, this to me feels like just Urashino stuff. If this comes up, then I've got that. If this, or well, this wouldn't happen. If this, then I take, and then and then drop the pawn. So I think this is I think I may have slightly answered my own question here with this. So if I push here, the real question, what if he just starts making his mad push? I guess I'm going to end up making my stuff now. This I don't know if this is it. This kind of thing. Well, I don't know. Like I suspect this is how this would fare, and now. Now I don't know. Yeah. Let's say I come up, and if he starts making his attack. Okay, so you say, yeah, you had an even worse attack defense disparity at the time. So you were just going all in at the time. Okay, that makes sense. That seems to be what it is. So the player that I played, the player over the board that I've played this against like 3 times, they were a very fast player, very fast, very attacking, very low on defense. So maybe that makes sense. And maybe that's actually a great way to learn shogi. I mean, yeah, kind of make an early attack and try to keep it before the opponent mates you. Yeah, it's deceptively strong. It's deceptively. I don't want to say deceptively strong. It's deceptively not weak. It's deceptively not bad to lose this silver. To make that silver for lance trade. It seems to me that it is deceptive in how it is. It is deceptive in how not bad it is, at least as someone who's tried to beat it a few times. That said, in all 4 games, I have won all 4 of these games, but I don't think it's because. It's just because I think in these games, I think that I've been the better player. It's not that I took advantage of this opening. Fascinating. Shogi is just it's nonstop. It is nonstop. How shogi can be so like the amount of variety that is available in a game of shogi, the amount of crazy things you can do that turn out to be not actually all that crazy is incredible, because you're always unless you've just given up a ton of material. Like, you are always on the edge of one bad move or one slow move of just the opponent pouncing on you. Yuichi, okay, so you still own the attack. Yeah, maybe that's the way to go. Maybe that is the way to go. Like there are some people that I follow on 81 Dojo that are like that. They are just throwing their pieces up the board, and 3 dan, 4 dan, it doesn't matter. They're just attack. They set up an early position and then attack, and they find their spots to defend when they have to. But it's amazing. It's a fascinating game. I don't know if chess is like that. I don't get the sense that chess is. But, I haven't played as much competitive chess as I have shogi, so I don't know. Yeah, Yoko Fudori. It does seem Yoko Fudori and the Bishop Exchange. They both seem awfully crazy to me. And the thing is, I think what I'm looking for, especially at my level, and maybe this is the wrong approach, or maybe this is a wrong approach or a suboptimal approach. But I try to play games so that I feel like I learned something from these games. I want to have in every loss, I want or win even, but in every loss, I want to have a takeaway, something that I can learn from that loss. But like in these kinds of crazy games, like a Yoko Fudori or a game like this to a certain extent, that get incredibly tactical, incredibly quickly, those are the games that I step away from with a broken brain, and I don't feel like I've learned anything. I just felt like I just got outread or I just got outcalculated. And so, those are the tough ones. Those are the tougher ones to deal with because like I said, I feel like I don't learn anything. Maybe sort of subconsciously, I'm improving. When you place yourself in more crazy situations, maybe you improve your board visibility and you're improving your game. But it's not like an idea. It's not like it's not like an opening line that you can do better next time. It's not like oh, in the next time this happens, I can do this or I can do that. Because there may be never a next time that you see this before. In some of these crazy tactical games, you get into crazy positions that you may never see again. So anyway, I'm gonna read some chat because I see people been saying sometimes opponent get confused if you give them too many pieces. That's true. I mean, we've seen that on my channel here quite a bit, where sometimes I've blundered away a piece or two, or the reverse. And the person with the piece advantage is I as I've said, using the chess terminology, sort of spoiled for choice, where there's so much choice that you can't pick something, and then you end up picking something bad. This link here, that hey, no future, chess can be, but a lot less in closed positions. Yeah. So that's the thing. In chess, it seems like a lot of people love to play the closed positions. Maybe for these same reasons, that like you don't want to get into these crazy brain melting games that are sort of won and lost on the basis of one or two moves, where it's in some ways, maybe for some mindsets, it's not as satisfying. I know for me, it's not as satisfying, but I'm trying to change that. It's not as satisfying for me to lose a game where it's just like crazy tactics, versus a game where the opponent was just like not slowly, but the opponent made sort of what I perceive to be really nice attacking moves. This is Habu playing Hashibogin. Oh, I will check this out. Let me open this. Let me copy this. I'm gonna put it in this other. Oh, this is Hidechi. Okay. I'll check that. Yeah, personally, you love slow, grindy chess games. I do too, but I also like, the more attacking chess, which is interesting. And here, I love the shogi attacking games when I'm the one, when I'm the one just demolishing, when I'm the wrecking ball. But when other people get into these sharp positions that, when I'm the one dictating the sharp position, I think I like it. When the other player is dictating the sharp position, it just feels like chaos. But I think in the shogi world, especially at least in the amateur shogi world, I think we have to all be willing and able to play crazy sharp games, because that's just that is from my view, that is a defining characteristic of shogi, that you're just going to be in these positions, even if you're in spots where you have according to the engine, a tremendous advantage. There are just pitfalls all over the shogi board. So it's it's nonstop tension for me, and maybe it's because I'm not as good, but in chess games, maybe I didn't play high enough level players, but I did play good players, over the board at the club. I never had in the chess games that I was winning or losing. I never had this sheer panic, this kind of sheer panic feeling that some of these shogi games come up to. One of the examples I have is a game I streamed. A game I streamed on Shogi Club 24. It was a late night stream. I'm trying to remember who it was against so that I could bring it up, but I don't think I'll be able to remember. But it was one of those games where after Koshiro had taught me the Urashino trap, the Urashino trap against third file rook players. I got that trap, and the opponent was tenacious. I got the trap, so I have this, essentially winning position. Essentially winning position almost right out of the opening. A very, very strong advantage right out of the opening, and it was so difficult to convert that game. I did convert it, but I think the opponent had chances, and it was so tense because it's like you have got this rook, you got a rook for a silver, and you've got this huge advantage, and you're running up the board, and yet still the opponent will not give up, and the opponent is finding all these little squares to ask difficult questions and threaten forks and just get into this constant trade of pawns and silvers until this knight gets taken. It's fascinating, but like even in these games, I guess the point of my story is that even in these dominating positions, shogi is still very full of tension for me. Tension, chaos, panic, and so I think we all have to be able to deal in that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm rambling, but let's get another game, I guess. Let's go back to Shogi Club 24. Shogi Club 24 update here, just so I don't time out, and then transition the scene and update. Okay, 266 room rating game, hope 15. So if Kaz plus underscore plus Kaz challenges, I'm going to decline. I'm going to respectfully decline. This is one of those. I it appears to be a sandbagger. I don't want to make. Even though I am, I don't want to make just sort of baseless accusations. Where you see some games that are just incredible and some that are just sort of giveaways, and just many, many, many thousands of games played. I like this name, Electoric. I like that name a lot. That sounds cool. And to just again, thank you for that recent follow, Ogochi. If you're watching and you missed it yesterday, I had apologized, I think, on stream for missing when the moment that you followed. So apologies again for not thanking you at that moment. I think it might have been one of those moments where I'm talking and thinking, and it just where the voice just completely overrode the sound, that the sound notification that I get when someone follows, and I just missed it. So again, apologies for that. All right. I guess I'll challenge Electric. I'll challenge. Smaho, I think, means the app. Okay. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Ganbarimashou. Okay. Okay. Going Central Rook. All right. All right. Get this up. I don't think this is the right move order. Come over here. Come up. Okay. Oh, I like that. I like that. That is interesting. That's an interesting idea. I don't think I've seen that. Which way do I want to castle? So do I bring the gold over first and then the king? Or the king and then the gold? I think we talked about this where the gold is preferred. But I don't know. I don't know. So let's do that. Let's do it. Let's do it. This is wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. What is going on? Take. Bishop. Can't be. It can't be, right? I guess the bishop would be able to take the knight. I can leave it. If I leave it, he takes. I take. He takes. I take. And then he's in, and it's real bad. I can bring this bishop over, I think. Then he takes. Or would I take with the king? If he takes, I take with the gold. He takes with the bishop. I take with the king. Fascinating. 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 Let's come up here. Let's do this. Oh, but he can. Oh, geez. Okay. Oh, I didn't even see it. There it is. There's the dumb move. Okay. Yeah. So we immediately got sort of overly tactical, and I've crumbled. Pawn. If I drop the pawn, he takes. I take, you take, drop the pawn. It's, I'd have to run. Um, Pawn drop takes. No, no, can't do that. Pawn drop takes. All right. Let's try. Let's try. This could be a very fast game. This could be a very fast game. How can I? So okay. So he does it. So how do I consolidate now? Do I maybe threaten the rook here? This piece is hanging. Um, what am I looking to do? Should I start my ascent? You know, his pawn's already back here, so there's no pawn drop. You know, I've got this. I've got this. I've got a drop here. All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Because why not? Because why not? Whew. I wanted to warm up for my over the board club with some, you know, some Shogi Club 24 games. I'm overheating from these two games. All right, all right. Which way? Threaten them both? If I come up here, yeah, I threaten them both. All right, I've got to take this. This is now going to be very good for me, I think. What? 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 You get gold drop here? Okay. Whew. I've got this. I've got to get this pawn. Okay. Okay, fair. Got a pawn here. I can also I can drop a pawn. Knight. Let's keep coming up. I'm not seeing a if I come back, he drops the gold. If I come up, he drops the gold and I come over. But then he's in on this side. What about a knight? What about a knight? Knight drop here. What about a knight drop here? Knight drop. Drops a pawn. Bishop drop. Moves over. Take. All right, let's see. Oh, that's not what I expected. He'll have a pawn drop. So if I do this, he drops the gold. I take, then he promotes, which is not good for me. What about hold on. What about a pawn drop? Pawn drop here. He takes. I take. He takes. And that's nothing. Knight drop. Knight drop. Not seeing it. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. He saw that instantly. He saw that instantly. Funny. What about a silver? Silver drop. He takes. I get the gold drop, and it's mate. Silver. He runs. Take. What if I take? Then what does he do? He takes with the silver. Takes with the silver. Then I get the something over here. If he takes with the gold, then I've got some attacks. Takes with the king. What about just check? What about just check here? What about check here? Check here. Oof, tight spot. You completed your daily 3-minute Shogi 3 game loss. What about silver here? I'm still liking this silver. Still liking this silver. I'm still liking this silver. I think I'll have this rook coming in this way. Like maybe I get a bishop over here. Well, I spent a lot of time on that move. All right, all right. If I take the gold, you can't take with the king. If I take with the gold, I take the gold. He takes with this gold. No, I've lost sort of that exchange. Take. All right. Okay. Okay. Threaten this. You know, this is what I'm looking for. Wow. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, am I mated? Am I mated? What a sketchy game. What a sketchy game. Shogi Club 24, the home of the sketchiest games. Bishop, I can just run. So now I can waste a gold. I can waste a gold here. You know, I can definitely waste a gold. I could push this pawn up as well. I can check first. I can check first, and then he drops a gold. Take, take. Do I come up first? That's the question. Do I come up first? I think I do. I think I do. Okay. All right. All right. These games. These games. These wars of shogi on the Shogi Club 24. They're just, they feel all just like, what's even going on? My rook is going to be so slow to get in here. Wow, okay. Should I come back? If I come back, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, look at that. Woo! Woo! Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Okay. What is going on? Look at this guy. He comes over, it's mate. Look at this guy. That's it. That's it. That's it, right? That is it. That is it. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. I can defend back here. If I pull back, I think it is going to be over, but we'll see. He's got nothing. He's got nothing. He has. If he comes up, this is this is mate. If he comes over, this is mate. Come here. Oof. I'm going to have to be extremely careful with what I give. Now, do I try to take this? Do I try to take this? Can I take this? How can I mate? How can I mate? Okay. Just gonna slowly push this over. Slowly push this over. Oh. He can't check. So if I bring this over, he takes. I run up. Son of a freaking God, I'm so fucking bad at shogi. Oh, he got me. He got me. He got me. He got me. This is oh, I'm so bad at this game. God, I'm so bad at this game. This is very unsatisfying loss. Very unsatisfying. I'll greet. I'll greet. I don't. This entire game was no. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. This is there's something wrong. What is even what even was that game? What even a game like this is why I had stopped playing at Shogi Club 24. A game like that was why. Something just it feels so sketchy. It just feels so sketchy. Like maybe that's just maybe it's just there. Maybe it just is what it is. I don't know. It's like they play the worst moves in the world, and then they play the best moves in the world, and then they play the worst moves in the world, and then they play the best moves in the world. Something's so weird with those games. It's like playing one of those bots, like one of those bots that just like gives you up, it just makes the weirdest blunders and then makes the sort of brilliant moves. I don't get it. I don't get it, but I'm an idiot. So I'll keep playing. Extremely unsatisfying. Extremely unsatisfying to play a game like that. But it is what it is, and it's Shogi Club 24, so none of it matters. I'll add it. I'll add it. I'll start the analysis, and then I'm going to move on. I'll just move on. I'll move on to another game. Forget that ever happened, and move on to another game. What the? It just I Yumio 1115. I will play. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. I've got Sente. Okay. This is early. This is early. 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 Is this the position? Is this the position where I go into central rook? So let's play this move. Let's play this move. Let's not commit. Let's not commit. Oh, he moved. He moved. Okay. They're going into Yagura. I know we've talked about this in one of the analysis sessions of what to do, what to do in these situations. I don't think going straight into central. I've already exposed this hole. Let's push. Let's push. Let's push. Oh God! Where's my? Do you see my cursor? My cursor is here. All right. So I'm thrown off. I'm thrown off. I'm in shambles. Wasting tempo. Wasting tempi. This is rough. This is also rough. Let's castle. Let's castle. That's a square I wanted to go into. Darn it. Yeah. All right. All right. All right, Yumio. I think I've played Yumio before. We're gonna make a weird Anaguma with a spot ready made to drop a knight. I'll just blitz out these moves. I'll just blitz these out. Keep going. Yeah, the heart rate monitor. I don't know. I don't think my heart rate was going off. I think my brain incredulity rate was going off in that last game. Like I think it's still affecting me now. Like it's like what is even happening? What is even going on? It just doesn't feel. I'm like Kramnik over here, where things just don't feel right, and it's not a good position to be in. But yeah, it happens. Okay. Can we get this up? Let's. There's no value in getting this silver, making this trade, I think. Let's get our knight. Let's plan to get our knight up. We're just going to attack. We are just going to go all out. They've got no castle. I mean, they sort of do, but not really. I sort of want, if we can trade, yeah, that's fine. How can I should have taken this first. I should have taken it first. Let's come up. Let's come up. Can I do this? And now I'm safe. Now I'm moving over. Now I'm moving on up to the east side. I've got okay, so now I'm not quite safe. Come up. Now I've got some good stuff. I've got some good stuff, I think. Oh, that's also good stuff for them, I think. He's just going to lead it over. I don't want to give. I thought I had something better. Boy, I thought I had something better, but I guess I don't. Um, I don't think I do. Oh, this is rough. So he's got this. He's got a pawn. He's got pawns. He's got pawns. All right, got this. Can I run? Can I run? Can I run? I can drop a knight. Then he drops a silver. Now, and I take it. So I don't want to give him knights, but I could drop a knight here. Take I get another gold. I get another gold this way. Oh boy, this is potentially really good. Is this mate? No. Yeah. Yeah. If I get a move. Okay, so I am in Sumero, I think. Silver. Oh, no, because he could take. He could take. He could take. He could take with his king. Silver. Take. Lance. Take. No, Lance. Lance here. King takes. About knight. Knight drop. Knight. Because then he'll have mate. He'll have mate on the knight. Silver. Silver. Takes. Let's... do I... How can I... So, silver takes. Lance, if he runs... No. I could drop a knight. I could drop a knight. Yeah, if he does run. What is he? He only has a gold. So if I could drop a if I drop the silver here to defend, what's he gonna do? Come over here? Oh, he's gonna take. He's gonna take, and then if he takes here, I come up. He's got the gold drop, and then he takes and promotes. Okay, okay. So we see that. We see this. Let's take this. Okay. So now what? Lance? Mmm. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. This knight is doing crazy work. Okay, now it's mate. Now it's mate. All right, I lucked out. So I flailed into that one. I flailed into that one. So that one I flailed into. Oh, it's not mate. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is, right? Yes. Okay. All right. All right. Unsatisfying victory. Unsatisfying victory, but I'll take it. But I'll take it. The first game, the first these games were these Shogi Club 24 games are absurd. They're just absurd. I don't know why they feel so weird. Or no, I realized that too late. I think, yeah, so that wasn't mate. That wasn't. I guess it was a bluff. Yeah. I think you're absolutely right. I think you're absolutely right. And Yuichi says it too. So yeah, so you both are almost certainly going to be right. Bizarre games. Let's go. Let's switch the scene. Switch the scene. I'm trying to switch the scene. Let's go. Let's quickly go over there to. Okay. Oh, so. Yeah, there must have been some other move that was made. All right. So here it is. So move 96. Move 96. Okay, this move was bad. What was the move? Knight? It can't be knight, can it? I think it can be. Silver drop 3-4. Silver drop 3-4. Okay, there it is. There it is. and then the same thing that I did, and then the same idea. Okay, yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay, okay. Yeah, because up here, then I've got the gold drop, and then over here, it's the same deal that I did in the game. Oh man. Oh, I wish I would have seen that. I wish I would have seen that. I wish I would have seen that one because it would have made me feel better about the victory. But even so, sketchy way for me to win. But yeah, here's that graph. They well, from the beginning it was tough. It was tough because I had the misclick. I was unsure of how I wanted to proceed against Yagura, and then I misclicked, so I lost two tempi there. Um, I'm guessing that's why like they had the advantage here, and then yeah, that's the first time I've played. That's the first time officially I played Migi Shiken on the stream, and it was a misclick. Yeah, mate is mate, and I think so, what was running in my mind at the end there is the discussion we had. I think it was on Wednesday, where I was asking why is it that we have all these games where there's a graph of me winning and then it drops and gives it to the other opponent, gives it to the opponent. I was asking you, why don't I get those mates? And so that conversation was running in my head that I'm going to try. I'm going to try for this one. My bishop was doing nothing, so I had to sacrifice it for the silver. I saw a potential for mate. Yeah, it's how the game works. It's just yeah. I think I need to get over this. I need to get over this infatuation with the graph. I think I need to get over this idea that the opponent deserved this game because the opponent played so much better. I think I need to get over that, or the reverse. I need to get over this idea that because I played the opening and middle game so much better, that I deserve, that I, again, air quotes, deserve the win. So that's a mindset. I think that's a mindset issue that I need to overcome. Um, I so it looks so we are here. I want Okay, so it did start. It started falling as soon as I made the misclick, and as soon as as soon as I decided I'm going to go over. I guess I need to find some Urshino Ryu channel games where the opponent rushes into Yagura. I have, I watched so many of his streams, and I just haven't seen it yet. So many of his games I have watched now. Um, and so, it's obvious right off the bat. Let me get into Lee Shogi. It's obvious, kind of right off the bat that uh, he made this move. He made this move while I'm in my Urashino opening, and then this. So I continue with Urashino. He comes up here. I continue, and now here is, I think, that first indication that the opponent is going to Yagura, and I didn't. I wanted to make sure. I push the pawn, and now it's like, oh, okay. So the opponent is going to do this. The opponent almost certainly is going to do this, and so it has that double effect of gold on 3-2 and the potential for the silver coming up, that it starts making me think of what Koshiro said a while back, that, you know, once there's that early commit, then I can swing to central rook. I don't know if I interpreted Koshiro properly on that. I don't know, but that's what's running through my mind in these positions, because I don't know quite how to proceed with this attack. It feels like in this scenario, if I'm sticking with Urashino, all that's going to sort of end up happening is a mutual static rook game where I have a slightly worse castle. And I don't know if that's true, or if that's the way to think about it. Or does it mean, if I'm not going to go central rook, does it mean I need to buckle down and maybe try to make, like, I don't even know how I'd make Gangi or something. I don't, some other castle. Or maybe, like, is it too early to even worry about that? These are the sorts of questions in games like this that I am searching for answers for. And it's I'm definitely confused. And I feel like these are also the types of things that I will get into over the board. This is what mildly scares me. Not scares, but this is what mildly puts the brakes a little bit on me playing Urashino over the board, because I think people might, I don't want to say mindlessly because it's good, but like people might bum rush the Yagura. And then, like I said, I'm just in a position where maybe we're both in static rook and I have a slightly worse castle. So this remains an open question for me, and I guess in the end it's something that I'll get more experience with, and maybe there might be some material on this. There actually might be some material, not on the wiki, or maybe on the wiki. I just want ideas. Long story short, I sort of want ideas for what I'm going for. I know my ideas for normal Urashino, but I don't necessarily know the ideas against Yagura or against just mass defense. Is it, like I think we discussed with Koshiro, do I go central rook? Do I maybe go opposing and make a I tried central rook plus Anaguma, which didn't work. Despite the fact that I won, I'm going to say that it didn't work out. Well, it also didn't work out because I misclicked into Migi Shiken and then had to click again to go into central rook. But yeah, very interesting. You think bogeying? You think I just do bogeying? But if I do bogeying, then isn't that what Yagura is built to beat? Isn't Yagura is basically built to beat bogeying, right? And so if we proceed, I'm not sure if this is how we do it. Something like this. I make a castle here. Opponent comes here. We do this normal kind of thing. Bishop comes over. I don't know. Push my pawn, and say that the king starts coming over. Is this this is kind of if I was going to stay, this is I think what it would look like. But is this? Let me. Again, I hesitate to use the engine, in an opening and at this stage, low depth. It says Sente still has that Sente advantage. There's still that Sente advantage. So I guess this is good. I guess in the end this is good. But what is this going to look like? What is this going to look like once their attack begins and I don't have many pieces over here? Or not, you say, well, you're not being beat by any castle. It just means they'll be able to stave off the attack and trade off a bunch of pieces. You probably aren't any worse or better. Well, yeah, well, and that's what it seems like it would be, right? It would be that, they stave it off, we exchange some pieces, and then in the end, they have a good castle and I have a not so good castle, right? You would also use the silver on the right. I guess so. Like we'd start coming up like this. It would be interesting to combine Bishop 5/7, Silver 5/5. I know that if they start making bogeying, I know that this piece over here, Urshina Ryu channel does stuff like that, and he sort of not climbs, but makes parries with the silver over here, backed by the bishop, and it's really nice. Yeah. My fear is that I'll just have these pieces kind of like, will my rook ever become active? Will my rook ever become active against this? Or do I eventually have to come up and try to get my rook over here or something? If the opponent's silver 3/3 move, you can aim for 4/4 from bishop 6/6. So yeah, so we get bishop 6/6. That's not bishop 6/6. This is bishop 6/6 is here. Oh. Oh, so I maneuver this bishop over here, and so once I could do stuff like that. Is this sort of what you're saying? So come in this direction. So it's almost like as if my bishop would have been here, but instead it's on 6/6. I like that idea. If that's the idea, I like that idea. I at least like having an idea. Like, is there value in this? Oops. Then do you bring up the pawn to add extra pressure? Because then this becomes so weak. Yeah. I think I just need to play more of these games, play and review more of these games. Like I said, I would love to see if the Urashina Ryu channel would get into these situations. But in all the videos I've seen, at least that I remember, I'll have to rewatch them. Because as I play more, there are more and more things that come up in my games that I want to see that I might not have been attentive to when watching his videos for the first time. But I need to see how he responds to this. Probably doing these same things like you're saying. Probably doing that. And show you the stronger the opponent, the more power the pieces need to accumulate. Yeah. All right. All right. Awesome game. I mean, awesome games in the sense that they're just they're all like weirdly tactical and required some thinking. So maybe they were a good warm up. They're a good warm up for my games that are coming up this afternoon. And yeah, so I'm glad I had the time to stream here. 3 games, not bad. Uh, Thank you, to the people who are here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the help. I hope it's mildly interesting to watch some of these games, and yeah, I look forward to the next. This I had said yesterday that I thought all 3 clubs might be meeting this weekend. So this afternoon in Silicon Valley, then tomorrow morning in East Bay, and then the afternoon in San Francisco. That's not the case. It is just Silicon Valley this afternoon, East Bay tomorrow morning. So I might have some time to stream over the next couple of days as well. But it's possible I'll see everyone on Monday. But anyway, thank you, everyone. This is Shogi's incredible. It's just like I said at the beginning or after the first game. There's so much variety. There's just an incredible amount of variety in the game. It makes it so tense and it makes it so much tension. But it makes it unique and fun and always something to sort of think about. Some of these positions I don't know how much I learned from, but I have to believe that thinking more about the game and putting yourself into lots of different positions will eventually lead. The printer went off and I wasn't sure what the heck that was. Will eventually lead to some improvement and some I don't know. It's fun. So thanks everybody. I will see you again. It's going to be soon regardless, and I appreciate it. I really do. Enjoy your games. Have a great remainder of the weekend, and thanks again. Take care. Bye.